Exploring historical sites in the world is one of the most favorite thing to do when traveling. There are so many travelers who make it a point to visit as many of these famous sites to tick off from their bucket list. Here are some of the most captivating historical places in the world, offering travelers a peek into the history. Petra. Petra is located about 150 miles south of both Jerusalem and Amman, the capital of Jordan, and about midway between Damascus, Syria, and the Red Sea. It was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985 and has been referred to as the Rose City because of the color of the stones used in its buildings. Petra is carved into the side of a cliff and most of it is still hidden underground. The only entrance is through a narrow gorge, called the Sikh, which opens onto the city's main square, or piazza. The site is considered significant because of its beautiful rock-cut architecture and innovative water management system, which made the region inhabitable, given that it is surrounded by desert and rugged, mountainous terrain. This historic place became an important stop on the caravan route between Africa and Arabia. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The only one still standing among the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest Egyptian pyramid and the tomb of 4th dynasty pharaoh Khufu. It was built in the early 26th century BC during a period of around 27 years. The pyramid rises to a height of 146 meters with a base of 230 meters and is comprised of over 2 million blocks of stone. How the ancient Egyptians were able to move these stones with such immense size and weight and how they managed to build the pyramids precisely still puzzles people in the modern day. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is a symbol of the Incan Empire built around 1450 AD. The city is made up of over 150 structures ranging from baths and houses to temples and sanctuaries. It was designated a UNESCO World Heritage in 1983 and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Machu Picchu's structures were so well constructed using dry stone walls, with no mortar, that not even a knife blade can fit in between stones. It is believed that no wheels were used to transport these rocks up the mountain. Rather, it is thought that hundreds of men pushed the heavy rocks up the steep mountainside. Various theories as to its purpose exist, being a ceremonial site, or the estate of the Inca Emperor Pachacuti are among them. The Colosseum. Found in the center of the city of Rome, Italy, the Colosseum is the largest ancient amphitheater ever built, and is still the largest standing amphitheater in the world today, despite its age. It could hold an estimated 50,000 to 80,000 spectators. It was used as a gladiatorial contests where men and women are forced onto battlefield to fight in a grisly duel to the death, with the emperor deciding whether the loser should live or die. It also serves public spectacles including animal hunts, executions, reenactments of famous battles, and dramas based on Roman mythology. The Colosseum is an iconic symbol of Imperial Rome and was listed as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, although substantially ruined by earthquakes. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is an ancient temple complex in Siem Reap, Cambodia that dates back to the 12th century. It is the largest religious monument in the world, on a site measuring 162.6 hectares. It was originally built in the first half of the 12th century as a Hindu temple, dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. Then gradually transformed into a Buddhist temple towards the end of the 12th century. Angkor Wat is considered to be one of the most impressive religious monuments in the world and is a must-see for anyone visiting Southeast Asia. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China was built over centuries by China's emperors and spans over 13,000 miles, half the equator. It is a series of fortifications and was built to prevent invasion from northern nations. Apart from defense, other purposes of the Great Wall have included border controls, to promote expansion and protect the Silk Road. It was constructed in several phases during the Qin dynasty, 221 BC to 206 BC, and rebuilt during the Ming dynasty. The Great Wall was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is an ancient Islamic ivory white marble mausoleum located in Agra, India. Taj Mahal was built as the symbol of love by Emperor Shah Jahan for his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, after her death from childbirth. Its construction started in 1632 AD and completed in 1648 AD, with the mosque, the guest house and the main gateway on the south. The outer courtyard and its cloisters were added subsequently and completed in 1653 AD. The Taj Mahal is considered to be the greatest architectural achievement in the whole range of Indo-Islamic architecture and one of the 7 wonders of the world. Stonehenge. Stonehenge, unique prehistoric monument, lying at the center of Wiltshire, England. It's one of the most mysterious and popular tourist destinations in the United Kingdom. It consists of an outer ring of vertical sarsen standing stones topped by connecting horizontal lintel stones. Inside is a ring of smaller blue stones. It is thought to have been erected between 3000 to 2000 BC, but the purpose of building it is still unknown to this day. The site and its surroundings were added to UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites in 1986. The Forbidden City. The Forbidden City is one of the largest palace complex in the world, located in Dongqing District, Beijing, China. The complex consists of 980 buildings and over 8,000 rooms and covers over 7.75 million square feet. It is one of the largest and most well-preserved ancient wooden structures in the world and a must-see for anyone visiting China. It was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987 in recognition of its importance as the center of Chinese power for 5 centuries, as well as for its unparalleled architecture and its current role as the Palace Museum of Dynastic Art and History. The Acropolis. The Acropolis is a hilltop complex in Athens that contains some of the most famous historical sites and several ancient buildings of great architectural and historical significance, and in Greece. The most famous structure on the Acropolis is the Parthenon, an ancient temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. Over the centuries, the Acropolis was many things: a home to kings, a citadel, a mythical home of the gods, a religious center and a tourist attraction. The Acropolis was added in the list of World Heritage UNESCO Sites in Greece in 1987. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Construction of the tower began in 1173 and only finished in 1399. By the time builders had finished the third of 8 planned stories about 5 years later, the tower's foundation had begun to settle unevenly on the ground beneath it, resulting for the structure to tilt visibly toward the south. The tower leans at an angle of about 5.5 degrees, which is enough to make it seem like it might topple over any moment, although it's perfectly safe. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was declared a World Heritage Site in 1987, and since then, the entire complex belongs to UNESCO. Easter Island. Rapa Nui, or commonly called Easter Island, is famous for its stone monoliths of human figures, that have watched over the island landscape for hundreds of years. These human figures are known as moai. Moai were probably carved to commemorate important ancestors and were made from around 1000 CE until the second half of the 17th century. The inhabitants of this remote island quarried, carved and erected around 887 moai. Today, Rapa Nui National Park is a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Great Sphinx of Giza. The Great Sphinx of Giza is a limestone statue of a reclining sphinx, a mythical creature with the head of a human, and the body of a lion. It was built between 2500 BC and 2400 BC, located in Cairo, Egypt. The massive structure stands over 9 meters high and 73 long and is thought to have been built for Pharaoh Khafra. It represents Ra-Horakhti, a form of the powerful sun god, and is the incarnation of royal power and the protector of the temple doors. The statue is carved from a single piece of limestone, and pigment residue suggests that the entire Great Sphinx was painted. Since 1979, the whole area has been part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the second part. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more awesome videos.